Why is this water on? Why is this water on?
Aquaman controls the water. Moses West creates water out of thin air. Join LMBLIG by donating to the Out of Thin Air Water Initiative to bring 2 Moses West water machines to Ghana.
There's Moses West. He created the water machines. Moses West rescued people from Flint, Michigan, and from Puerto Rico with fresh water out of thin air. Donate so we can get a machine that makes water out of thin air.
Yeah.
This Black Friday,
Ghana.
celebrate by coming to Africa.
I'm so cool, I went to Africa. Back at school, they will laugh at us.
Best comedy, best romance, best lead actress, Las Vegas Black Film Festival.
Went to Ghana, now I'm acting up. It's so cool to be from Africa. It's so cool to be from Africa.
Heartwarming and funny, says Inglewood today.
Tell the truth, it was cruel. That was too cool to be black.
We'll get viewers talking, says the commercial appeal.
Went to Ghana, now I'm acting. Went to Ghana, now I'm acting up.
Features a stellar ensemble cast, says the Tri-State Defender. See why audiences are raving about coming to Africa. Streaming worldwide, November 27th on Amazon, Apple TV, and Google Play.
Hey, greetings, everybody. Akraba, welcome to Living My Best Life in Ghana. Yes. Hope y'all are feeling your best African self today. Happy Africa Day to you. Happy Africa Day to me. Happy Africa Day to all of us. What a great day it is to be African. I wouldn't have it no other way. It is awesome, 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 awesome thing to do. Now, a thing to be looking forward to, getting home to the motherland, as many of us have gotten there. Congratulations to you. Yes. Sorry about my tardiness today. I apologize. My bad. But I'm here. Things are moving very quickly on this side, and I'm just excited about the things to come, especially in the near future with the Coming to Africa movie as well. I want to go ahead and talk to you about the water machine that we are doing our fundraiser for, because we cannot sit on this. We are in a time where we need to be thinking about our future as African people. It's not a question about when, if the water will end. It's only a question of when, okay? Because different places in America and abroad are having water crisis, and we are bringing awareness. This is a Water Awareness Month here at LMBLIG, and we are bringing awareness about all of the issues that are going on with our water, from contamination to droughts to water rationings to poison water to and so on and so forth about our water. And we want to bring it to our families' attention so that we can spread the word and make people aware that we have got to invest in these water machines, starting with the ones that we are looking forward to, not one, but 2 water machines that Mr. Moses West, the Moses West Foundation, has allocated for LMBLIG to bring for the very first time to the continent via Ghana. Okay, this is not something that we should wait on. It's not something that we should drag our feet about. It's definitely a must that we get out in our minds right to get ready to get these machines to the continent. So I'm going to share my screen right quick before our beautiful guest comes on. I'm excited about everyone meeting her, and I'm going to go ahead and share this so you all can see. This is no joke. This machine is definitely something that we should take very close to, hold near and dear to us. It's a Black man that created it. His name is Mr. Moses West. He has our best interests at heart. He is changing the world with this machine. These machines create water out of thin air. Okay, and that is the name of our water initiative, out of thin air, OTA, water. All you have to do is go by Cash App or PayPal, OTA water, PayPal me, paypal.me, okay, / OTA water, or Cash App us at $OTA water. All right, it's very important for us to listen and take note and understand we are in a crucial time now. We have to be very proactive as Africans and not lingering behind and waiting and reacting to everything that comes our way so that we can be on the short end of the stick. No, no, no. We have got to be absolutely vigilant in the time that we're in. And I'm hoping that everyone is taking heed to me with this information about these water machines, about this water period. It's very important for us to get our minds right and understand we have got to support our own. Mr. Moses West is a beautiful person that is pushing forward these machines that the creator gave him the mind to do so. And he's using basic science, okay, science 101, to create water out of thin air and give us renewed, fresh, clean drinking water. And you can't ask for anything better than this. We're looking forward to the day when these are a household name, when we carry this water machine in every household, in every African household across the globe. All right. So I just want to bring this to your attention. You are welcome to go to the website, awgcontractingus.com, to also do your own research, because we don't have a problem with that. We just want to raise this money and support our own and get these machines to the continent and wherever they are needed. We're going to bring attention to the issues that we're having right here in the States. Water issues, very, very detriment. And we have to be very serious and understand it could be us, because it's right next door to us. It's right next door. We got to understand the importance of clean drinking water, clean water to wash our bodies, clean water to cook with. We need water to sustain ourselves. It's very essential for life, and we can't take this for granted. Okay, so make sure when you get the time that you go on over to awgcontractingus.com. Check out the Moses West Foundation. Check out what this machine does and how it's very good for us and how it has changed many people's lives. He took this water machine to Flint, Michigan, and saved our people in Flint, Michigan, giving them clean drinking water. And also the people in Puerto Rico had this machine right here on the right, AWG 5000. This is the machine that he took to Flint, Michigan, and the one that he took to Puerto Rico, and saved thousands of people's lives by giving them clean, thousands of clean drinking water. The machine on the left are the machines, which is 2 of them, that we will raise this money with your help or without, but we prefer with your help, because this is African people. We say that we're ready to make a move. We're ready to help. This is what we need to be doing. Do not drag your feet. Okay, this is the opportunity to be the first ones to say, hey, I am part of the OTA Water Initiative. I help bring these machines to the continent. All right. So I'm looking forward to everyone contributing. Thank you for all of those people that have already contributed. And thank you to those that are anticipating contributing very soon. All right. Thank y'all so much for being here. I'm going to say hey for a couple of minutes, and I see my sister is here. Yes, much love to everybody. Bliss B said, greetings, LMBLIG family. Just looked up and listened to some of this sister's art. We need this energy. It's checkout time. If we can't be honest, then we can't be friends. Okay, Asheo. Yes, that's the track, baby. We got to go. It's checkout time. She did some justice to that track. We love it. And we got her coming live. Y'all check her out. I put her information up. I put a Bandcamp up for you to go ahead and check her out. Get excited about Diasporans that's making moves on the continent, especially in Ghana. Okay, because that's what we're talking about today. Okay, vibing to her lyrics and music right now, mind blown. So much African flyness out here in the world. Caribou Future Power for sharing this kind of energy with us. You're so welcome. We got to bring our people to save us. We got to bring our own people for our therapy. The people that we need is right with us. We don't have to look outside of ourselves. We don't have to go ask nobody with no white coats on and no black gowns on to save us. We are African. We've been here since the beginning. We'll be here when all of them gone. All right. So let's take advantage and understand the power of African people. All right, Lynn Turner. Greetings, family. What's up, Lynn? Good to see you. Miss Grace is in the house. Yole. Yole. What's up with you? Zola. Yeah, Akima is here. Much love to you, Zola. Yole is here. Now check her out, y'all. She fire. She is fire. All right. Add her to the list with Zakisha Brown. All right. We finding all the queen goddesses out here on the music scene. You hear me? Yes. So good to have everyone here. Yes. Yes, you made it, Jack Queen. You are live. Much love to you. Bliss B is in the house. Annette, CC is here. All right. Much love to you, CC and Annette Lewis. All right. Yes. I'm just going through right quick, and then I'm going to bring my sister on. Balanta Queen said, choir by LMBLIG family. Hugs to the kings and queen. Kabaja B-side. What's up with you, bro? Love y'all African family all the way from Burkina Faso. Much love to you. Yes. Great. Anja Africa. Huh?
I seen a BBC interview.
Oh, Power said he saw that BBC interview. Kabaja, B-side. Yes, Anja Africa. Miley List is here. Greetings. Cheryl Ruth listening in while I'm braiding my hair on the balcony. Love you, family. Go ahead on, Cheryl. All the way in Ghana now. Much love to you, everybody that is on the continent. Those that are anticipating going and those that will be there very soon. Congratulations to your strides. You deserve a break today. Get to Africa, okay? We'll be contributing soon to Moses Water Machine. Thank you, Cheryl. Much love. Roots Reggae Girl #1 is here. Greetings, all. Justine is in the house. Hey, Justine. Much love to everybody. Please come in and smash the like button on your way in. Show some love. All right. All right, please donate what you can. It would be greatly appreciated. Hey, Synovia and Felicia Brown, much love to everybody. Bill Lauren is in the house, Miss Grace. And Yole, hey, Miss Grace. And Yole. Yes, what's up with y'all? All right, y'all. Good to have y'all here. Smash that like button. It's all gravy, baby. We are here and we're going to enjoy. So, without no further ado, I met this sister at Canvas. If you go back to the video in the archives when we did our Canvas video. But this sister, the dynamic sister, she's an artist. She's a poet in music. And she's a dynamic sister. She and her family have repatriated to Ghana. And I'll let her give you the details. But she's also a massage therapist, and she's great with her hands. You hear me? So I received a massage. My whole family did. My grandchildren got addicted. My granddaughter got addicted. She wanted to get several massages behind one another. She didn't want to stop. She wanted to keep going back. And I was like, oh, baby, it don't work like that. Everybody else got to get a chance. She didn't want it. She didn't understand that. She felt sister hands. Afia's hands was just too good for her. She wanted to keep getting them massages. But we're going to get her back over there so she could get some more. All right, but much love to everyone that is here. Paul Alexander, much love to you, Yaya Bay, everybody that's here. and we are going to go ahead and invite our sisters. I introduce to some and present to others. Our sister, Afia Khalia. Yo!
Peace. Hey, everybody.
Peace.
What's good? What's good?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? It's good to see you again.
Good to see you too. Yes, I'm great. I'm great. I'll be even better once I get over there where you at. How are things?
I know. Man, you know how it is. We just moving and grinding and, pushing it through, pushing it through. That's all.
Yes, yes.
How
How's the
about how about
climate?
things on your end?
It's wild and hostile, but we Africans will make it through because we some strong people. You know what I'm saying? But it's wild and hostile around here,
Facts.
around these parts.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So,
I understand that.
how is
Yeah.
the climate of everything as far as moving and getting back to normal? I don't want to say the word, but how are things? Do you feel like things are getting back to normal around there, or getting more, or is it changing?
Actually for Ghana, once we came out of our first initial lockdown, which was more so, like a cautionary decision for the government, we haven't been on lockdown since that first time. And progressively every week, every day, more businesses, more, familiarity in regards to the function, the traffic is back fit. I know a lot of us was
Yeah.
enjoying the fact that, if you did have to leave the house, there was practically no traffic, which is like almost impossible to imagine in Accra, right? But we actually have a lot going on right now in Ghana. The holiday seasons, I mean, the festivals, the events, everything is like in full swing just about.
Yeah, it's that time of the year, baby. It's very festive in Ghana right about now. That's what I was telling the family. If you going to Ghana right about now, you going at the right time because it is on and popping. Now, Ghana do not play about the end of the year and bringing that year in right. It's always very festive and a whole lot of fun. So everybody that's there, that's on the way, and that anticipate on being there very soon before the year is out, you going at the exact right time. Yes, 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 yes. So give us
Right.
a little bit about your background and your family, and how did you become to repatriate to Ghana?
Okay, so originally I was born and raised in Compton, California. Um, I spent the majority of my adult life in Los Angeles, so I kind of was nested as a poet in the Leimert Park community. That is pretty much my home where I got my start, where I first touched the mic. um, I started out doing theater. I started out at Doughboys Dozen, by Eugene Williams, down off of, was that like 52nd and Crenshaw? No, 48th and Crenshaw. So, I mean, from there, I started doing community work. I started working at the junior high schools and the high schools there as a program director assistant, a dance instructor. I started rites of passage program for young girls, just seeing the need in the community of the young girls not really having much to do and trying to keep them out of trouble and out of harm's way. So I allowed dance, which was something that was always therapeutic for me, to be a vehicle used to teach history through it. So I had a step dance class called the Soul Steppers, and I used to teach young girls about their history, but I taught it through the actual dance. So we would do a dance routine, but it would always be linked to some aspect of part of our history that was usually not taught in school. That was the key part to that history class. um, from there, I mean, I just started getting with a lot of the grassroots organizations. I started working hand in hand on a lot of our, frontline issues in regards to, police brutality with the FTP, committee. I was a part of a poetry collective that was more centered around community work and, you know, kind of helping on Black-owned businesses. I also had a lot of associations with, you know, the Black Panther Party, BLA, just different organizations, grassroots organizations that kind of really helped me to develop and grow my political ideology as a person until I was about 25 when I took my oath. You know, I pledged allegiance to the new African flag, that red, black, and green Marcus Garvey flag, to become a new African citizen. You know, I had just had my first daughter at 25, and after I had her, in my in-laws' living room, I literally pledged as a new African. So I've been on this journey since I was about 19. And as far as me coming to Ghana, it was always a dream of mine to repatriate, to come live, you know, to go back home from childhood. I didn't know exactly where that was going to be. I think at some point I was trying to figure out how I was going to get to Africa, because it seemed like such a far-fetched reality, you know, from living check to check, you know, trying to pay bills, and, you know, living in Los Angeles is never the cheapest place to live, you know. So it just seemed so far-fetched for me. So I had to get myself disciplined. I had to look at my lifestyle and really figure out what I could change about how I live, because my life was pretty simple as it was. Like, I mean, I gave up my television when I was 19 years old. I refused to watch TV. I turned off the radio, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, Dead Prayers, those brothers became like my little, you know, revolutionary soundtrack to my life at that stage in my life and development. And I literally took to heart everything. So, I mean, the books that I read, the philosophies, all the information that I was being fed through my community, I really harnessed it, and I really took it and lived that lifestyle. And so when I decided that I would move out of the country, the first time I moved out of the country, I went to Belize with my family. My children's father and I decided to move to Belize to help kind of build up on the land that his parents were living on in Belize. And so we were there for like a year. And it wasn't until I came back from living over there that I decided, literally, I had a coming to America moment. Instead of flipping a coin, I literally took the map out, I laid it out, and I just closed my eyes, and I was just like, okay. And I just pushed my finger, and I said, wherever my finger land, that's where I'm going to start. I'm going to start my journey back home. I might not live there, but I'm going to start visiting different countries. And then from there, I can decide where I want to place myself as a foundation, as a second home. So I was really close to Ghana. And so I was like, okay, Ghana it is. So I started making my arrangements, started reaching out to people about tours going to Ghana. I found a tour that was going to Ghana. And it was a blessed experience for me, because I actually ran into a whole family that was doing tours, you know, and the Kanbans are actually that family who have been here since the 90s. And I mean, their son, you know, Dr. Obadale Kanban, he is the one who I started studying tree classes through his abibitumi.com. He has abibitumi.com where he teaches different languages, different history classes, just all kind of yummy stuff for, you know, your mind. And I really enjoyed my experience when I went to Ghana on a Sankofa journey. So the Sankofa journey was like my first touchdown into Ghana. I was there for like about 2 weeks. Yeah, about 2 weeks. And my experience was so spiritual. I had so many spiritual experiences when I was there. And I went to a couple of the shrines there, as I had no idea, you know what I mean, like how deep that part of life was inside of me in regards to the African spiritual systems in the, you know. I knew I was like special, but I didn't know it was to that extent. And when I went to the shrines, one after the other, the elders kept telling me, you will return, you belong here. And then, you know, initially I thought they were being nice. I'm like, oh, she being nice. You know what I'm saying? They tell everybody that she being nice, right? But no, I got to the airport. Yeah, my baby, I got to the airport and it was like I couldn't leave. You know, I felt, you know, I'm not a public emotional person. You know, if I cry, I usually cry, you know, amongst myself, you know, but I was like in the airport, like, what is this? I got tears coming out my eyes. And I just didn't even understand how I had only been there for 2 weeks and it had that type of impact on me. So immediately, oh, wait, let me say this. When I was there, I actually did get named during that process of being here, being in Ghana on the Sankofa journey. So my birth name has always been Khalia, so I never actually got rid of that. But the day name Afiya, because I am a girl born on Friday, was added to my name. Yes. And then I took the name of the elder. She actually, I won't say I took it. I was gifted the name of the elder who actually was bestowing the blessing on me, who was Trinabar Kodria of the Ashanti region in Kumasi. And that is so funny because the bloodline is straight through Asantiwa. This little one trip did so much for me. So when I got back to the States, I legally went through the process of changing my slave name to my new African name. I went through the legal process. I wasn't wasting no time, wasn't playing no games with it. I legally changed my name. So on my everything outside of my birth certificate, which I can't really, you know, change that, but everything else, my legal name is my full name. So yeah, that was the journey. That was the beginning. When I got back from the States is when I really felt that gravitational pull, like something was yanking me. It took me a good 10 years though, because I was trying to bring so many people with me. Oh, you got to go to Africa. Like, it's nothing like what they said it is. Like, this is beautiful. Like, you got to go. You got to go. And people were looking at me like I was crazy though. Like, for real. Like, people was looking at me like, how you going to get there? You broke. How you going to do this? You got, you know, at the time I only had 2 children, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, it was so much negativity coming from people. So then once I hushed that up, trying to take everybody with me, you know, it's like, no, this is your journey. This is for you. So once I got that clear that it was my journey, I literally pushed my foot to the pedal and I just went for it. You know, I really did. And I mean, within a year, I was able to make that manifest. Within 1 year, I was able to save enough money to get me, my 3 children, plane tickets, visas. I mean, the whole entire process. And I packed everything that could fit in the bag in a suitcase. And I kicked rocks, literally. And I ain't looked back since then. So last year, 2019, I became a legal, you know, citizen of Ghana. So I am now a citizen. Yay. That's my
wow, I'm so happy for you, Afia. That is beautiful.
And I've been here. Me and my children, we've been here. We live here. It's been about 4 years. Thank you.
4 years.
Extended,
wow.
You know, short, kind of extended.
That is amazing. It's so amazing. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of your bravery, your courage. I'm so proud of you. Just you having that within your heart to try to bring as many people with you. That's how it is when we get our first found love for Africa and we've realized that, oh my God, this is it. This is the answer we've been waiting for. This is what we've been looking for. Oh my God, y'all got to get some of it. You got to feel it. You got to experience. Why don't you want it? You need to come and get it. You need to go to Ghana. You need to go to Africa. You need to go see. Come on, everybody. Come on. And then you be like, you know, it takes so much out of you when you're trying to get people, you know, to go. And then you like, okay, I got to pump the brakes. I got to just think about my priorities first. And I got to get myself in alignment. And I just got to execute. And they will see. You know, I'll be able to show them, you know, what I'm talking about because there's so many doubts around you that people don't really understand that is really something that we should be all doing. All of us should have a taste of Africa in our mouth. All of us should have the smell of Africa in our bodies, inside of our respiratory. We should be breathing Africa. We should see it with our eyes. That's what our senses asking and begging for us, to see Africa with our eyes, to feel Africa's, just to feel different things, the plants, and to eat fresh fruit and fresh food, and go to the market and experience. Our senses want us to experience Africa in a big way. Our bodies need the environment. We need to be able to feel the environment around us and inside of us, radiating out into the atmosphere. And that's why we want it so much for our family, because we know that it would be immediately therapeutic for them to experience
Right.
Africa. It would be
Right.
immediately therapeutic, and they deserve it, and we know that they deserve it, but because of the poison, however deep the poison goes in our minds, is very, it handicaps and wheelchairs a whole lot of our people, a whole lot.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. I mean, and that's the thing about it. Like for me, when I made the decision, after trying to get so many people to come, I mean, I went to the extreme. When I say I went to the extreme, I mean, I was like, people come live with me. I mean, we can, save money on rent and communal living. Like, let's prepare ourselves. Let's get together. Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went through a couple of years of doing it like that, what I mean, only to find out that, what, this ain't really, people talk about Africa, people write poetry about Africa, people will, what I mean, they will wear Africa, but they don't really come to Africa. You know what I'm saying? They don't put their money in Africa. They're still very white in their mind. They're still very white in their living. They're still very white in their indoctrination and expectations of life. They're looking through the lenses of a Eurocentric eye, and they
Yes,
wear in Africa on the outside. Their skin is black, their hair is nappy with locks and cowrie shells in it. I'm just I'm just being real. But at the end of the day, it's like when it comes down to sacrificing, when it comes down to disciplining yourself around your comfort zones, you understand what I'm saying? These are the
yes,
things that we fail to do, because at the end of the day, like, I was living in the hood. You hear me? I did not have like some big income. I was on public assistance. I'm just keeping it real. Like, I was probably as low as you can probably get. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I was always a very disciplined person, and I was always 100%. When I say my word is my word, my word is my word. So if I talk about something, I'm gonna be doing it. If I'm not doing it, it's because I'm not gonna talk about it though. You know what I mean? If I'm not doing it, it's because there's something that's prohibiting me from doing it. Not that I'm not disciplined enough, not that I'm not strong enough. It's like sometimes we in our own way. And that's one of the things that I had to look at. I was
yes,
like, well, let me see. Even with the small income that I have, how can I manage to put a savings aside for my family's goal of being repatriated to Ghana? Let me tell you something, sis. You're looking at somebody who saved cans. You understand what I'm saying? Who saved bottles, who was collecting recyclables. You hear me? When I say by any means necessary, I mean by any goddamn means necessary. Like, it ain't cute. The struggle ain't cute. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be talking about this like this stuff is like, oh yeah, it's falafel burgers. No, sometimes it's like a mayonnaise sandwich. Real talk. I'm just keeping it real. Like, I
yes,
have had to endure some of the most cold-hearted shit, and let me tell you something. Those things that I had to endure, as far as the physicalness of it, those things never really bothered me that much. It really didn't. But the way people treated me, the way people look at you, the way people talk at you, who's supposed to be family, who's supposed to have your back, they'll tell you that you crazy because you want to go to a third world country. Now, mind you, these are African people talking to another African person, telling you how crazy you are for wanting to go to Africa. You see what I'm saying? Like, we're so comfortable
oh
in our
yeah,
whiteness, but we don't ever want to say like, no, I'm pro-black, I'm this. You know what I'm saying? I celebrate Kwanzaa. You know what I'm saying? I go to Black History events. But what is your everyday existence? And the comfort of
yes,
the belly of the beast? So I'm saying, I
Yes.
mean, I be telling people, I'm like, it's all good if that's what you like and that's what you do, but then don't talk, keep your mouth closed. Stop talking so damn much about this revolutionary shit because you don't live that life. I had an elder tell me, like, are you willing to eat rats for the revolution? And I was like, well, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, this elder told me, and I'm gonna just say names. I'm gonna just say his name because, I want to give light and elevation to his spirit. May he rest in peace. Steve Coakley. You understand? I'm gonna say Nana to show reverence and respect to his name. Nana
Yes.
Steve Coakley. He was
Yes.
one of those elders that used to come through the poetry venues that the collective and I used to have. And he said that to me and some other poets one night. He was like, how many of you sisters, would eat rats for revolution? How many of you sisters will sleep with this hunky if it meant getting some information that could save thousands and thousands of your people's lives? And we was all looking at each other. We was young in our early 20s, and we were looking at each other like, wow, like, wow, like, it's that deep. And as I've lived, as I've grown, as I've developed, as a woman, as a sister in the community, as a sister in the struggle, as a revolutionary, it is that deep.
Look, I want to
Because
go
a lot of
back
the
to.
relationships that I have, that I no longer have fallen apart because of the lack of discipline and the lack of readiness of people's actions versus their words. Yeah.
Yes, you so true. It's so true, and I thank you for sharing. That is a extraordinary story behind you, and I want people to understand it's not easy. You do have to boost your morale. You have to show self-discipline. You have to bring out the best in the African that you claim to be. You have got to be that. And I want to go back to when you were talking about when you first went to Africa and you came back and you liberated yourself by changing your name. I remember that you brought tears to my eyes because I remember when my husband and we did the same thing. We changed our names and then we changed our children's name. We have 2 children. We changed their name and our grandchildren were born with African names. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like
Beautiful.
we changed it, our children's name, we changed their names. Huh? We broke that vicious cycle, that chain
Broke the
of being
cycle.
connected to the slave master. We broke it, and our grandchildren. Now we have 4 grandchildren that were born with
Yes,
African
yes,
names that
yes, yes,
carry the
yes,
name
yes,
that
yes,
we
yes, yes.
selected, that the ancestors gave us, and liberated our families. It's such a liberating experience when you can, when you open your mouth and somebody call you, they speak into the ancestors in the ethers, calling your
Yes.
name of so many ancestors that came before you. You invoking
Yes.
so many ancestors that came before you when you say an African name, especially born day names, because everybody has a born day name. Okay? So that was just so
Right, right,
liberating
right.
to feel and hear your story. It made me go back in time. I love stories where it just my brain just go back in time and back to the time when I did the same thing. And to hear the experience and feel it's so similar how it happened, and the feeling is so mutual in the reaction. I just wanted to bring that back up because Miss Grace she said slave name girl going to make me cry. Wow, y'all feel the spirit, the ancestors are speaking. It's the absolute truth. This is how you feel when you make steps toward Africa, toward your Africanness, toward your African self. How liberating you can be in the midst of this wild and hostile environment and chaos that we're experiencing right here in Babylon. So to have this avenue to receive therapy from other people's story, you're supposed to go and execute as well and be an inspiration to the next person. So we'll continue. I just wanted to bring that out because it was so beautiful how you said that, and it made me feel so good on the inside because I know that once we made that decision, we started a chain reaction. The dominoes fell, and they, you know what I'm saying, they hit the table, and you know, and I holler domino at the end because I know that I had done the right thing after it's all said and done. Now that's been years ago. That's been over what, 15 years ago? 14 years since I did that. Yes. So I
Beautiful.
mean, it's the and that's the
Magnificent, sis.
ancestors. Yes.
It shows the universe that you are serious. You
Yes,
know
it do.
what
It
I'm
sure do.
saying? Like it really shows the universe that you are serious because like I said, people were asking me like how? Like it don't even sound logical for you to be able to do these things because you ain't got no money. Like you don't know nobody. I didn't know nobody over there. You know what I mean? Outside of brother Dr. Kanban. I didn't know anybody over here. I didn't have any family, but I knew as long as my ancestors was over there, then I would be straight. At the end of the day, like wherever my ancestors are, I'm good. No matter where I go on this planet Earth, as long as my ancestors have ever touched this soil, I know I can tap into that information. I know I can tap into that soil. I know the skies is going to open up for me, and that's exactly what happened. Everything that's been happening since I've been here has been nothing but what most people would call a miracle. I'm like, nah, boo, I'm just recognized by the Most High. That's what it is for me. I'm recognized by the Most High. My ancestors is like, yep, this where you belong. Yep, this is what you gonna do. Yep, you gonna get back on that music because the folks over here they wasn't able to hear you, but these cats over here they gonna be able to hear you. They're gonna be able to peep that message a little bit more deeper.
Yes, and another thing while you talking about the ancestors, it's like it not only is it about what you know, is who you know when you in Ghana and relationships and integrating
Yes.
into the fabric of Africa and into the fabric of whatever country you land in is very important. And I preach that all the time for our family to understand that you got to go home with an open mind, an open spirit, a purged mind of Eurocentric concepts and the way of life that you're accustomed to and the poisonous life that we have experienced, and go home and open up and receive everything that is your just due and your birthright. So and being able to
Right.
accept that you deserve to have freedom and peace and tranquility and a stress-free life. Let's talk about how your life has changed for your being as a spiritual being on this earth as Afia. How has your life changed since you lived in Ghana?
Okay, so my life has changed in the spiritual sense as like I definitely see that things are manifesting a whole lot faster. Like when I say manifesting, okay, I have a vision board that's on my wall over here. You can't really see it, but I have a vision board to the right of me on my wall, right? So I'm always about manifestation. But since I've been here, since I've been on the continent in Ghana, I've noticed the things that I usually put out that would normally take years. You know what I mean? Because I'm where I need to be. I'm where I'm supposed to be. And so it's like it just opens up the path. It really does. And even spiritually, of course, when I got here, I had to go see my peoples. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to go to pay my respects. I had to go to the shrines. I had to let folks know. I had to announce myself, even though I didn't necessarily need to announce myself. They knew I was coming. And that's the first thing that I was
Right.
told when I got here. The ancestors knew that I was coming. They had been calling for me. They had been calling and calling and calling for me. So at the end of the day, for me, my spirituality just went to another level. I realized I didn't need this. I didn't need all these different things that I was taught that I needed in the States. I didn't need those things anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know a lot of people practice different spiritual systems, but for me, like being free means totally being free, not having to be, kind of like under something or somebody, like to recognize that you are the star, to recognize that you are the God, you know what I'm saying? And that manifestation of the Most High and your ancestors, they live through you. You know what I mean? They are every it's in your hair, it's in your fingernails, it's in every aspect of who you are. And so you really get a sense of how that changes your life when you get here and you start walking. I remember, I'm gonna tell you this short story in regards to like how spirit works. So I was needing to go back to the States for something, right? I had my 3 children here. They've been here with me the whole time, and I needed to, you know, my my stamp wasn't up to date in regards to staying in the country. You know, you got your visa, but then you got that stamp that lets you know how long you can actually be here, right? So my stamp wasn't up to date. And I'm like, dang, I'm gonna have to pay a whole lot of money to get that up to date. And so I went there to the office, to the immigration office, and you know, the sister that was there, the officer that was there, she said to me, she was like, what, you know, did you go to church? You know, she was just, you know, trying to start a conversation because I was sitting there and I didn't know what position she was in. I just knew she was on one of the offices, right? They all got on uniform. So, you know, she's asking me questions. Did you go to church? And I'm like, no. You know, she's like, well, how long you been here? She's like, let me see your passport. I was kind of hesitant when she asked for my passport because I know my date is like, dang, I don't know, they about to get me, you know. But I was like, you know what? Something just told me like, don't fear, you know what I mean? Don't have no fear. Don't have no fear. So I was just like, okay, cool. So I handed the passport and I was like, look, my thing is outdated, to be real with you. It's outdated, but you know, that's why I'm here now. I'm trying to take care of it. I gotta go literally like in another week and a half, and I need this done ASAP. So, you know, I got my children here and we all in the same situation. Their passports probably look a little worse than mine because I've been out at least twice. You know what I'm saying? So she looked at me and she was just like, you're not a Christian? And I was like, no, ma'am, I'm not a Christian. And she was like, well, do you believe in God? I said, I believe in the Most High. I believe in, you know, I believe in the Most High. I'm just gonna leave it at that. She said, oh, well, you know, she saw my leckage, you know what I mean? She saw my beads and she was like, well, I know where those come from. And I was like, okay, good. You know, I'm sure you do know where these come from. And so she was just like, so, you know, why don't you go to church? And like, she kept trying to push that issue with me. And I was just like, look, to be real with you, I don't believe in that. I told her, I was like, you know, I mean, I'm a traditionalist, I'm a naturalist. Like, I deal with things from my ancestor, I deal with things from a root standpoint, and this is how I live my life. You know what I'm saying? Not only do I not go to church, I don't even eat meat. I'm vegan. And then she just sat back and she put her hand on her little chin and she was just like looking at me like, where did this child come from? She was like, so let me get this straight. You came out here by yourself with your 3 children. She asked me the age of my children and then turned around and was like, you are a brave little something. And she was like, you know, I usually don't do this, but I'm going to help you. And when I say I didn't have to pay not one fine, we had been here for at least 2 years at that point. I didn't pay not one fine. She gave me and all 3 of my children residency.
Oh!
You feel me? So I'm like, spirit be moving in that way. And the officers above her, I mean, you know, when you go to the residency process, they have to go through each office and you got to get a stamp from this person, a letter of approval from that person. Like, it's a process. Things in Ghana are slow and it's usually a long process. And so they said it's going to at least take, you know, two weeks to 2 to 3 weeks. And I'm like, my ticket, I got to leave in 7 days. Like, literally, I had 7 days before I was supposed to fly. And let me tell you something. That lady was just like, I'm going to do the best I can for you, you know, but I can't promise you anything. And I was like, okay, I'll take that. So again, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just going through the motion because I ain't got no choice but to go through the motion. This lady made sure I got my passport and I had my residency permit within 7 days. You hear me? The day that I was going to travel, I picked up my passport from her that same very morning on my way to the airport. I mean, stuff like that just don't happen. You know what I mean? To everybody, you know, and I don't really have a lot of accounts of stuff like that happened to me when I was in the States. Not big like that. Not where I'm like, you know what? I should be paying thousands because it's not just one passport. We talking about 4. We talking about 4. So I mean, I've just been shown love in so many different ways. Now, of course, the balance of that, there are some things that has happened that I'm definitely not happy with in regards to, people will try to cheat you, people will try to scam you. But at the end of the day, the positive outweighs the negative. And my decision to be here, to live here, to make Ghana my home, I've never regretted that, and and I've opened up businesses here now in this society, and we're here and we ain't going nowhere.
That's what's up. That is what's up. How old are your children, Afia?
My son Zumbi, who's behind me, he keeps like trying to get my attention while I'm in this interview. I'm like, stop, stop, stop. He is 5. He literally just turned 5 on Monday.
Right.
And my middle child she's 12. Her name is Ma'at, and then my oldest is 14. She just turned 14 in August. Yeah.
All right. Wow. And how old are you now? How old are you now? Because I know you said you went when you were in your 20s, but you look so young. But how old are you? Because you still look like you're in your 20s.
Well, thank you for the compliment, because I be feeling old over here, but I'm 39, so I'll be 40 in February.
That's what's up. For February to what? You a Pisces or Aquarius?
Aquarius.
Oh
No, I'm an
yeah.
Aquarius.
Oh yeah. You with
Friday the
that
13th.
water, huh?
Friday the 13th. Yep.
What?
All day.
Oh yeah.
Nothing but air, air and water in my chart.
Uh,
Predominantly air.
wow, that's amazing. So, do you homeschool your children, or they go to? Are you still working with Dr. Cambone? By the way, Dr. Cambone was here live yesterday for a couple of hours. Okay, he was
Oh,
on here
okay.
yesterday. He
Yeah,
blessed
yeah.
us, and he's going to be coming on real soon and do a series of acclimating us to get on our BB Toomey, joining and becoming part of our channel. We want our channel to, uh, and our family to eventually get on our BB Toomey. I've been on our BB Toomey since inception. A couple of years after he got it up and running, but his recent renovation or restoration of his websites and all of that stuff is phenomenal, and I'm proud of him for staying at it and getting it to a point that he is now, with his assistant that helped him get it all done. But yes, this is
So,
are you homeschooling your children?
so at the moment, well, they are being homeschooled. I'm not doing it myself though. There's a sister.
Okay.
She used to teach at one of the international schools that they have been to since they've been in Ghana. So she actually, they go to her home and she pretty much homeschools them.
That's what's up. Okay. We got a lot of people coming
Yeah.
with family, so that's why I was asking, because we're gonna have people that's gonna be asking questions about who do we recommend for teachers and schools and homeschool programs and all of that. So that's why I was asking.
Right, right. Definitely.
Yes. So
Definitely.
So what tell us a little bit about what you do now since you're living in Ghana, and your music, behind your music. Tell us, give us some information about your music thing so I can post that up too.
Okay, cool. So initially when I came out to Ghana, I was doing, my massage business, Goddess Touch Therapy. That's the name of my company. And I do massage therapy, energy work, healing. And so that was my primary focus initially. It wasn't until I actually, one of my good friends out here, Dr. Sharita, she has a festival that she does every other year, up in the Bree. And so, she was looking for artists, and I was just like, well, like I'll help you out. You know what I mean? She looking for more balance because she had a lot of male artists. And I was like, okay, no problem. So that was like my first initial performance in Ghana. And then after that, I got invited to do a show at Rockstone's office. And I wound up having a little concert there, which was like packed out and very, successful. So at that point, I had met my now husband, and he was just like, you doing this massage stuff. I understand it. It's your bread and butter. That's how you, pay your bills. I get it. He was just like, but your talent though, you know what I mean? Your lyrics, like your message, like what you have to say is so important to the culture and so important to the community. Like, how are you not sharing your music? And I was just like, well, initially when I made an album, I made it for my daughters because I'm like, I'm in LA, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what tomorrow's gonna bring. You don't know if you might grow to be old or not. So I'm like, just in case something happened to me, at least I want to cut this album. And I put poems mixed with hip hop because I was like, they might not read my poetry books. You know what I mean? They might not read all this, chicken scratch handwriting I got, you know what I mean, telling them notes and this and that and how I survived this. And I said, but I can put it in a record and, you know what I mean, they 9 times out of 10, they'll listen to something before they sit down and read all this. So I was just, banking on the fact that if I wasn't here, what message I would like to leave to my daughters at the time in regards to life, politically, about love, about, just what's going on in the world. So I initially started doing rap because I wanted to leave a message for my girls. And then from there, I actually decided to go ahead and do another album, this mixtape. Just because I was challenged by my husband, he was just like, I challenge you, I dare you to do a mixtape. Stop, Zumbi. I dare you to do a mixtape. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? Like, you ain't saying nothing but a word. It started out as a challenge. Like, he literally was picking, he threw this, he like, I dare you to, pull something from Little Kim. And I was just like, I don't even fox with that lady like that. Like, I really don't. I don't like the influence. Like, I remember being a little girl and I couldn't stand her. You know what I mean? That's like on a personal tip for me as a child. Like, I remember when she came out and I remember seeing my friends and, I remember what happened to the community, you know what I'm saying, as a result of listening to her music. And I didn't see it to be anything positive at all. I don't know the sister, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I was a young girl, you know what I'm saying? I was in junior high at the time. And I remember the impact that she had. And it wasn't positive at all. So for me, it was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, if I'm going to take her song, like, I'm not about to like, like, oh, I'm trying to, big it up. But I mean, I'm just, if anything, I'll show you what you could have done with that music. You know what I'm saying? What you could have done with that hot beat, because that track was the business. You know what I'm saying? I took one of the songs that was very well known, and that became like one of the hot songs at the time. She had the Big Mama thing, where you have the spread with her legs wide open, Big Mama thing. And I was just like, I was so disgusted as a little girl, you know what I'm saying? And my reality was that, okay, now that I'm in a position as a grown woman, I got breasts, I got hips, I got my little booty, but is that really what I want to share with the world? Is that really what I want to display out there like that? So I'm like, yeah, if I had that type of opportunity, this is what I would have said on that track. And so I wrote the song, and then, just through being challenged, my husband was like, I bet you can't do nothing with this. See what you got on that, you know what I mean? So at first it started out as a little challenge and a little fun. And he was like, you really doing this? You know what I'm saying? Like, you really taking this to heart. And I was like, but this is what I got to say. And he just like, so many people need to hear that. And of course, me being an artist, I live my art. So whatever I'm experiencing at the time, that might come up. Hell, you might just get a song that's dedicated to somebody I probably need to be putting hands on, but I'm trying to stay out of jail, so I'm gonna put these words on you though. Stop from me. So I mean, real to the art, true to the art. Some of the songs just out of you getting on my nerves, I'm gonna tell you this message right here. You know what I'm saying? But I love the enthusiasm that, the challenge that he gave me created. I started working with a local band out here, some Ghanaian brothers, who didn't really know hip hop at all. Let me say that. They didn't know hip hop at all. They weren't familiar with any of the songs that we played. They weren't familiar with any of the music at all. And so that became a challenge for me because I was trying to get them to understand hip hop. And so, if you listen to the album, then you can kind of see like, okay, it's definitely different. It has a spin to it. Some of the words have not words, but some of the tracks definitely are not as they were. And that part was intentional. So I feel like as artists, we have to take stuff and, even when we use a track that's already been created, like, we should try to add to it and make it a little bit more better. So hopefully people felt that and, like got that from the album. What else? My motivation. My motivation is always to kind of bring forth the attention of what we as a people should be doing. And when I say should be doing, I mean like as a revolutionary, as a person who believes in a natural lifestyle, that is my intention. That is my message to the youth. My message to the youth is, like, forget changing yourself. Don't try to assimilate into the world. Like, if the world is not what you need it to be, then change the world. You know what I mean? Don't change you, change the world. So for me, my understanding and my idea of sharing music is like, I want to inspire you to be your best self. I want to inspire you to be your natural self. And by all means, what I'm saying, I like to speak to young women because I'm a woman. So for me to have a message, for them, my message for them is like, okay, well, I think I'm a beautiful woman, but at the same time, like, I'm more beautiful on the inside than I am on the outside. And that is not to throw shade on my physicalness, but it's also just let people know, like, there's so much more to you. There's so much more to us. I really think that having a message of unity is important. I really think that having a message of healing is important. How we deal with our grievances is important. So a lot of my songs, they centered around the unification of Black men and Black women. Even when I'm clowning and talking shit, which on one of my songs, I have two songs on the album that I would consider like my way of talking shit. One is called Who You With, which is a remake of a Jay-Z song. And then the other one was Do You Think About Me, which is a 50 Cent remake. Both of those songs, I was talking to a person. In the Jay-Z one, I was talking to a female, and the 50 Cent, I was talking to a male. And I'm like, even when I'm talking shit to somebody, or when I'm chastising somebody in regards to like, okay, you doing something that I don't necessarily like, but my way of doing it is like, okay, I'm going to give you the correction. You know what I mean? I'm going to give you something. I'm not going to just spew a whole bunch of negativity on this track about you this and you that. No, I'm going to give you, the contrary of that, what you could be, what you probably should be, what you need to be focusing on. So my thing is always to give people solutions. If you're going to talk about the problems, well, goddamn, at least give them some solutions to balance that shit. Like, don't just be like, yeah, I'm an artist and I'm speaking my art and this is my truth. Okay, yeah, but there's a balance to everything. Like, without shining the light on the good. So a lot of my songs, I try to make sure that they are balanced. I'm not trying to paint this fairy tale picture of this perfect world, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, we can create that perfect world if we work hard and if we strive to do X, Y, and Z. So a lot of the songs that I write, a lot of the poetry that I write, I will, these are some of the solutions you will clearly hear in my songs. Like, okay, what are some of the things that we can do to rectify this situation? And that's my main message. That's my main focus, is about liberating and uplifting African people, because I'm an African, so I care about my people first and foremost.
That's what's up. That is what's up. That's awesome. And how have you been able to adjust? I know we have, as African people, and the atrocities that we have faced in being and growing up in America and abroad in the West and under the system of racism and white supremacy. We have a lot to purge from our system, and a lot of ways, emotional ways that we have, that we have to remove from ourselves to, to be more humble and
Yeah.
more at peace, and more accepting of your freedoms and accepting of people being genuinely nice and helpful and supportive. We've been away from that for so long. It's like we have to turn into a new African to be able to receive the rewards, for making the step. How has it been for you, and how have you acclimated to your new life, living as a new African and the citizenship and your citizenship?
Okay, so I'll start at the end of it. So as far as the citizenship is concerned, I mean, it's definitely been a great help, not having to worry about every month going down to the immigration and getting stamps just to be able to stay here, like that's a big hassle, a big weight that's like lifted off my shoulder, right? But then on the flip side of that, myself uh citizen, you know what I mean? I'm like, you gonna see it one day, you gonna recognize it right now, but to actually have the government recognize it literally right now was like the most, oh my god, it was just shake his hand and for him to tell me, hey, you know what, I'm not even giving you anything that you're not owed. I'm not doing you no favor. I'm just being a just man by reinstating what you should have never had taken away from you. And that was a beautiful moment, and a beautiful like time capsule. You know what I mean? If you could time capsule a moment, that moment for me would have definitely been one of the moments since I've been here that was time capsule, because I think that it's a dream come true. It's a dream come true for a lot of people. And like, I wish I could, I never thought it would actually happen so soon. I thought it would take longer. I thought it would take more organizing and more hard work, but it actually happened within what, 3 years? You know what I'm saying? Within 3 years of me being here, which is like, that's beautiful. You know what I mean? So I really,
Yes.
I greatly appreciate and honored, you know what I mean, and feel humbled, you know what I mean, by the assistance and help and the ancestors and everybody who worked on the committees, the MOF, the BADA, all the AAAG, like all the organizations that are here in Ghana that are diasporans, helping other diasporans to gain their citizenship and to help them to relocate and kind of found stable ground here in Ghana. So much love and much respect to organizations that have worked so tirelessly and religiously to make these things happen, and still working right now to make these things happen for other Africans from the diaspora coming over.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I'm gonna interrupt you 1 second because you mentioned MOF, Minister of the Future, which is Dr. Milana
Yes.
Milana, and actually he
Yes.
will be joining us very soon on the live to give more information about how his organization is helping African people from the diaspora receive their citizenship. And I know he has been working on the forefront for that very, very well. And
Yes.
Rabbi Kohen has been assisting him
Yes.
in doing so.
Yes.
And so many others. But
And
yes, that
so
is
many others.
absolutely wonderful. So many others. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And I mean, I've my partner and I, So another thing that I have going on out here in Ghana is I have a collective. I'm a part of a collective called Her Collective, and we put on, events, special events, informative, workshops for people, and majority of them are free. This year is actually probably the first year where we're going to start charging something for the coverage and overhead of some of the events that we do. But for the last 2 years that we've been doing them, they've been free to any and everybody who wanted to participate and come. So that's another aspect of what I do here in Ghana. Put on events and organize, different events basically. I have another business that I just started with my music. So my shirt, I don't know if you can see my shirt. Let me try to stand up.
I love this shirt. I just showed it on your website
Can you
too.
see
I
this
can't wait to
shirt?
get
Let me see.
mine.
How am I?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is my record label here. It's called Her Records.
I'm gonna go back
And
and show the shirt from the
it's just
website.
I want to. Yeah, well, actually, the website is probably just a picture of the logo itself because that's what's on the
Right.
shirts. But my shirt, I tie them and make them look more feminine and girly for myself. But they're actually like regular t-shirts. I actually design them like this myself. So if people order them, any sisters who order them and they actually want me to design them and cut them for them, I actually am always open to do that as well. But nonetheless, I was just saying in regards to the music industry here, like how it is in the States or in, other parts of the world, like the music industry here is very fresh, very new, very much still developing. So I know that they have the Afro beats. I know that they have the high life music here, but I'm like, well, where's hip hop? You know what I mean? Like I'm diasporan and I appreciate the music of Ghana. I appreciate the culture here, but as a new African, you also have to understand that when we leave America, we're leaving America. We're leaving the corporation that is America. I'm not necessarily leaving who I am, my culture. You know what I'm saying? The ancestors who bled and died and sacrificed and worked hard and struggled there. I'm not leaving that. I'm bringing that with me. You know what I'm saying? Because when we come here, we're not coming to take away from Africa. We're coming to add to. We're coming to build. And so for me, I'm like, all of my experiences are what I am bringing with me. All of my traits, all of my skills, all of my talents and gifts. And I think that a lot of people come here looking for something, but I came here looking to see what I can bring to Ghana, not what I can get from Ghana. So for me, I have, my massage business, which is Goddess Touch Therapy. I also have my record label, which is my newest baby, Her Records, because I want to be able to give people an opportunity to have a message, you know what I mean? And not have to be, especially for women, not have to be, subjugated to showing their body, or trying to look like, no pun intended, the next Beyonce or the next Rihanna or whoever, you know what I mean? Because the industry, sex sells. That's what they're preaching that to artists, sex sells. And so whether that's who you are or not, like, you kind of have to assimilate into that. You're going to be dressed in this way. You're going to be performing this way. Heels is a part of that package. The makeup, the eyelashes, all these things become a part of that package. And I'm like, wow, it just seemed like it's so much. What happened to just the art? What happened to just the music? What happened to just the message? Are we no longer good enough? So this is one of the ways that I feel like, okay, I can give an audience, the artists that they actually want to see, they actually want to hear. I know there's an audience for natural women, for natural man, for R&B, for hip hop that has like a good message, not this yang, 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 like the verbatim stuff that you hear all day or every day on the radio. Like there's another audience out there that is actually open to hearing something that actually has taken somebody some time to give some thought to it. So I feel like it's my opportunity while I'm here. It's my responsibility while I'm here to make sure that I give something back to the community, that I leave Ghana better than what I found it to be. So I'm not going to sit back and complain about all the things that Ghana doesn't have and what's wrong with this. I'm just going to be busy creating those things that I need to see. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. So tell everybody how they can purchase your t-shirt and any social media that you want them to join you on. We all will be on our BB Toomey real soon, bbtoomey.com real soon. So if that's
Yay.
where you are if that's where you stand, then hey, we all are on the way
Yes.
very, very soon. But I see you have Bandcamp. Where can we purchase your t-shirts?
So right now you can purchase a t-shirt through Bandcamp, or, you know, people can actually like hit my management team up at her records gh at gmail.com to place orders that way as well. Right now we're in the midst of actually uploading the music and everything to other streaming systems. We have this deal going on right now where if you purchase a t-shirt, you get the album for free. So purchasing a t-shirt, get the whole album for free. So that's what we're
Okay,
doing right
then,
now.
Cry.
I'm on
I'll be getting my
Instagram.
t-shirt soon.
Yeah.
You said
I'm
her
on
records at
Instagram.
gh.com?
Well, it's her records gh at
Okay,
gmail.com. Her
at
records
Gmail. Okay.
gh, yeah, at gmail.com. So yeah, like I was saying, we have a lot going on right now coming up. The album release party was crazy. It was wonderful. It was full. It was like overflow of people. I had so many people coming from all over that just came to show me some love and just vibed. And so that was wonderful. We're looking to do some more shows coming up. I'm also working on other artists, some of them artists that you hear in my album, like Brother Kokai, Sista Kiki. Those are two artists that are featured on my album that you will most likely be hearing some good stuff from them coming real soon too. So Instagram,
What
you
is
can
the
follow me on
IG? Could you tell me what you are on?
Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram,
I
and
have
what is the
a
name of your
music
album?
page and Facebook. I'm also in the bbtoomey.com with Dr. Kanban. I have Afia. There's a her records for Instagram. There's also Afia Khalia music on Instagram, and then just my name, Afia Khalia, at Instagram.
Okay. Okay, Afia Khalia music and just your name.
And yeah, and my name is spelled Afia Khalia. Khalia.
Okay. Afia Khalia. Okay. And is that your name also on a BB Toomey?
Yep, all the way across.
That's
I don't do
awesome.
stage names. You know, I really don't do stage name. My name is my name. I always tell people, you know, like, I'm not a performer, I'm a presenter. And what I'm here to present is just who I am, you know. So I'm not a
That's
performer,
good.
I'm a presenter.
All right, I got it everything up. Everybody, y'all make sure you go and follow Afia Khalia at IG on IG. Also on BB Toomey. If you have not started your account yet at a BB Toomey, go ahead and upload and open and start your profile over there. We, as Living My Best Life in Ghana, will be removing ourselves soon to transfer our presence on BB to me. So go ahead and prepare ahead of time to get there. And you can find a lot of inspiring Africans that live abroad, and continental Africans that live on the continent and abroad that are on a BB to me. Okay, so make sure you take the time and go ahead and join a BB to me, and look for Afia Khalia as well. Her Gmail is herrecordsgh@gmail.com. And also take note to the information on Bandcamp
Yes.
as well. I've been having it up all evening. And we appreciate you for coming and being a part of our live today. You're so inspiring. Your story is dynamic. And this is exactly what many of our people in the community need to hear. Regular people that become their best African selves and remove themselves from Babylon and land in Africa, living their best life in Ghana. You know what I mean? And living their best life wherever they land themselves
Yes.
on the continent. And we really appreciate you. We love you. We love your
Yes.
story. We're going to be checking you out
Thank you. Thank
from now
you.
on. And we will bring you back soon whenever you want to do a live concert. Don't hesitate. We'll chisel out some time. Huh? Yeah, and chisel out some time to bring you on. And we definitely want you to come back for our streamathon that we're raising 100K for 2 atmospheric water machines. I don't know if you heard of them, but they're by Mr. Moses
I
West.
did. I saw the videos.
Yes, yes. And he is a dynamic brother that the creator gave him the insight to create these machines. And we know that at some point in our lives, water will be scarce to no existence, to poisonous, to so contaminated that we will have to
Right.
be very creative in our movements. And we want to be very proactive and understand that we as
Yes.
Africans have to make big moves, and moves as African people should move, and being proactive is the way to do so. So we would like for you to come on, if you're not busy on Sunday, to come back and help us raise the money that we need toward these machines, or just be a part of our streamathon as we bring water awareness, because we have deemed November as Water Awareness Month for African people. And we are going to go into deep stories about how people are suffering right here in the US and many other places in the West from
Right.
contaminated water, you know what I'm saying, in the worst way, to scarce water, to water crisis, from hurricanes. And we don't even talk about Hurricane Katrina, you know what I'm saying, as much as we should,
Right.
and all of the devastation that our people face. But we will be. And I want to make sure that
Right.
we understand the importance of us telling our own story, building our own narrative, and building each other up just by coming together on these type of platforms. So we really
Right.
appreciate you so much.
Thank
It's been
you.
an
I
honor and
appreciate
a
you and your
pleasure.
king, sis.
Yes, and we will be home real soon, and we're just excited that you are doing your best and being your best self and living your dreams and making them a reality right at home in Ghana. Yes, right at home. Everybody
Thank
says
you.
Asante
Thank
Sana. Thank
you.
you. Madasi Pa. Yes, yes, yes.
Madasifa, yo,
Yes, we
Madasifa.
appreciate
Thank you
you
so much.
so
Thank you and
much.
your king for, putting the
You
platform together and keeping it moving and putting the message out there, letting people know, because it takes time and it takes energy. So Madasifa, for you and your king. Peace, bro. What's up? You see, I was
What's
shouting
up,
you out. I
Sid?
know you back there.
Yeah,
What's
I'm
good?
trying to I'm getting things together. We about to make this situation happen.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Well, we waiting on y'all.
We
We
coming.
waiting
We
on y'all.
coming.
We patiently waiting on y'all. Definitely.
Yeah, tell your
Y'all
king I
stay
said what's up. I'm
magnificent.
coming to get with him.
All right, definitely we'll do.
Yeah.
all right, y'all.
Madasifa.
Thank you so much, sis. You have a great rest of your evening. I appreciate you. We know it's about what 5:50 in Ghana, and I got to go to work, and there's some more stuff to get
Yeah.
myself together so I can get over there as soon as I can. But much love and thank you so much.
Thank you, sis. Thank you, definitely. So I look forward to building with you and seeing y'all on the right side of the ocean again.
Yes, for
Much
sure.
respect.
Yes, much respect to you, and I'll call you in a little bit. Peace.
Uh,
All right. All right, everybody. Much love to y'all. It's been a beautiful, beautiful evening. I want to go out with a couple of messages before I get out of here for the day. Hope you are being very productive and strong and pushing through and staying focused because this is what we got to do as Africans. Our ancestors did it on the slave ships. They did it when they got off on these different in these different spaces, and we have got to be as strong or even stronger as they were, then we can do it. We're the people that we're looking for. We're the answer to our own dreams and our own prayers and our own meditations. Let's get ourselves up. Let's focus. Let's level up and get to the next lessons, to the next things that are in store for us and our families. We got to make the move. We have got to be those people that we're looking for. Much love to y'all. And I'm going to go ahead and play these commercials right quick.
Why is this water on? Why is this water on?
Aquaman controls the water. Moses West creates water out of thin air. Join LMBLIG by donating to the Out of Thin Air Water Initiative to bring 2 Moses West water machines to Ghana.
There's Moses West. He created the water machines. Moses West rescued people from Flint, Michigan, and from Puerto Rico with fresh water out of thin air. Donate so we can get a machine that makes water out of thin air.
Yeah,
This Black Friday,
Ghana.
celebrate by coming to Africa.
I'm so cool, I went to Africa. Back at school, they would laugh at us.
Best comedy, best romance, best lead actress, Las Vegas Black Film Festival.
Went to Ghana, now I'm acting up. It's so cool to be from Africa. It's so cool to be from Africa.
Heartwarming and funny, says Inglewood today.
Tell the truth, it was cruel. That was too cool to be black.
We'll get viewers talking, says the commercial appeal.
Went to Ghana, now I'm acting. Went to Ghana, now I'm acting up.
Features a stellar ensemble cast, says the Tri-State Defender. See why audiences are raving about coming to Africa. Streaming worldwide, November 27th on Amazon, Apple TV, and Google Play.
All right, everybody. Thank y'all so much for being here today. I hope you receive nutrition for your soul. I hope that you see the value that our sister Afia Khalia had to bring to us today. I hope you take everything in stride, do your own research, and execute. Get yourselves together. Get ready for a beautiful life when you make the step toward saving yourself and your family and bringing them all to the motherland where we deserve. It's our birthright. We deserve it. We must protect it. Our sacredness is our identity, and we want to be more and more African centered every day. We already are African. If you're a black man, you are African. And we want to be more African centered every day. And we don't want to take ourselves for granted. Let's reach high, way above the clouds. We're going all the way. Let's go and get yourselves together, and we'll see you later. Have a great evening. Much love. God love you. God love me. Bye. Peace, everybody.